And joining us now on the sports news, boy, oh boy, this is very exciting. We have Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana, who is joining us, his wife Jennifer, and also Dr. Suzanne Steinbaum, and they are here to talk to us about not football so much as we are going to be talking about breakaway from heart disease and a movement for everybody to know about their heart health history and their family's history with us. And Joe, Jennifer, Dr. Suzanne Steinbaum, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll start with Joe and Jennifer, if you could. Tell us about your personal connection, if you will, to heart disease.
Well, I'll start. My father had a quadruple bypass at the age of 59 and then passed away at the age of 60, which was a big signal to me that heart disease obviously runs in our family, and it's something that we have to watch out for.
And for me, I was diagnosed. I had my family history in front of me, which I kind of ignored for a long period of time until after I retired. I went to the doctor, a routine checkup, and next thing you know, I had high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and two big risk factors for heart disease. And started looking back at my family history. My grandfather passed away at 54 from heart disease. Two of my mom's siblings had heart attacks in their early 50s to mid 50s. So it was there. I just didn't believe, like most Americans, that it would ever happen to me, especially at that age.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Like in my family, it's the same way. I just recently had a stroke about a month ago, and it's all through family history and high blood pressure and all of that. So it definitely is a huge factor. And Joe, I got to imagine with you being a professional athlete, having an active lifestyle, it had to be pretty shocking to get a diagnosis that, hey, you had high cholesterol and high blood pressure. How did you handle that?
I think it was difficult at first. Knowing that I had to start making some changes in my lifestyle. Obviously I had a great coach beside me with Jennifer and helping me make those changes. And I always like to say the best thing you can do is for changing, or nobody likes to change their diet. So what I did was, which I had success with, was start with portion control, because I was like everyone else. I want food and I want a lot of it, especially when you're playing. So. And that's why this was a great campaign for us, and the team that's put together here is awesome, between Amgen, the American Heart Association, and Schwinn. We're trying to get an awareness out there about find out what your heart history is in your family and in your own, and also get active. And here it's getting active through cycling. There's events on our website, breakawayfromheartdisease.com. That are coming up. You can find ways to get involved. If you can't be at them, simple thing to do is take a picture of yourself on a bike or a stationary bike, upload it to the website, get entered into a contest to win 2 Schwinn bikes, and it also triggers a donation to the American Heart Association. So we're just happy to be a part of this movement.
Yeah, and being a part of it, one thing, I guess, my question would also be, how did you first become a part, breakaway from heart disease? And then also, how can our viewers become a part of it?
Well, we were approached by Amgen because they had heard about, I've been talking about my situation before, about being a part of this. And as soon as we saw what it involved and what it was about, and knowing our family history, knowing the things that we are trying to educate our kids about at an early age because of their risk, basically because of our histories. It was a perfect fit for us.
And Doc, now as we turn to you a little bit, talk to us, if you could, about the impact of heart disease in the United States and actually why it's so important to actually know your own family history.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of all Americans. About 40% of people will have some form of heart disease, and it really comes down to the risk factors: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, smoking. Family history is so significant in this. But here's the piece of it: 80% of the time it's preventable. If you go to your doctor and get your numbers checked, change your lifestyle with diet and exercise and sometimes medication if necessary, you can prevent heart disease. That piece of family history, though, allows us an insight into understanding how significant your risk is, and getting checked as soon as possible is critical.
Yeah, and Doc, I would say, it's also very important that you do see your doctor. You just don't want to rush into changing your diet and exercising right away without seeing a physician, don't you?
you have to go see your doctor and really understand your risk factors. And from that moment forward, you have to really put your mind to it and change your life, get healthy by eating a heart-healthy diet and also by moving.
Yeah, I think this is great stuff for all of our viewers and so they can get involved in all of that. And before we let you go, I just did want to say I was always a big Joe Montana fan, but my grandfather, you were his all-time favorite. So it's a real honor. Yeah, real honor to be talking to all of you today. We thank you so much for joining us here on the Sports News, and hopefully we can get a lot of our viewers involved. So thank you guys.
Thank you.